Everybody, thank you for joining us again. This is Bro Coda Gaming. Again, random black guy here. Thumper and
Vermin's coming.
Vermin's coming. He said it before I did. Today, Freaky Zeke couldn't be here today, so this is going to be us three to finish out our E3 talk that we had last week. Now, I think we're starting with Nintendo today.
Nintendo.
Okay. So, let me just start off with the stuff that I'm more interested in.
Nintendo dogs.
Nintendo dogs.
More of a Nintendo cat person myself.
Because you just can't trust me with animals.
No, go ahead.
At least they'll love me then. Well, what I really was more excited about for all the new stuff that's coming out, I already know Legend of Zelda's not going to come out till later on. They probably show some stuff about it. But I'm really more interested in that Shin Megami Cross Fire Emblem. That, when I saw the trailer for that one, for the last Nintendo Direct that they had, or like the last or whatever, the last two, was amazing. I really want to play that game. At this point, I really want to know what it's called.
I hope it's not called that because it's a horrible name for it, but
And
it's a lot of J-pop. That's what I came across. But it looks like it would be a good game, especially now that I got into Persona like 4. I want to see what they're doing with this and where they're taking this.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see what kind of playstyle it has.
Yeah, I'm very interested in that. Like, so for what I saw from it, it looked like there's not like a lot of clash fighting, and I really want to see what really the storyline for it. Because I mean, the company that works on this game does a really good storyline. Like I said, they are the people who do Persona, and if you play the last two Persona games, man, it was amazing. Even the Persona Q game, like I'm still in it. 60 hours so far. I have not finished that game yet.
Have you gotten close?
Close on the last tower, I believe. Yeah, somewhere like that. But again, 60 hours. I'm tired. But I'm really more excited about that game. Of course, the new Fire Emblem game that they showed off. I think a lot of people are very excited about that. Not really in Fire Emblem myself, but I might actually try it out. The last ones I heard were really good.
Yeah, the last one was good.
Me, when it comes to different type of game, I already take on a lot on my plate, so.
Yeah, that's gonna be another like 60-70 hour RPG.
It's gonna be quite long.
Yeah. And if it comes out the same time as the other big RPGs,
Is it
might not make it on my list.
Handheld or for Wii U?
The Fire Emblem's handheld.
Handheld?
So it's always been handheld series.
Well, at least it's handheld, so you can just take it where you want.
Yeah, so you have the time.
Yeah.
And the last game, but now we're talking about handheld. The last game last two actually. The last two that I'm really looking for, Bravely Default Second.
Yeah.
The second one is real. I mean, I love the first one.
Still, I'm the only one who hasn't played the first one, huh?
Yeah, I just got it myself, and it's Final Fantasy. Like it's Final Fantasy 1 through 9 style.
Old school style.
Yeah, old school style with new mechanics in it that make it real interesting.
I mean, and just like the four characters and stuff too. There was some other stuff that kind of was the main thing that had dragged it down, like like repeating, like pretty much the whole scenario for every other episode.
Yeah.
But that was the only thing that anybody could say anything bad about it.
Yeah.
You like the four characters, really good storyline, and shoot, man, I was learning how to drive with my feet just so I could have more time with it going to work. It was kind of hard to stop playing and going to sleep. So I'm really, after them showing more and more, teasing more and more, I'm like, you need to just bring it out. Come on, stop it.
Just do it.
Yeah.
Hey, watch Nintendo be Nintendo and just show them like a 2-minute little teaser trailer.
They probably will.
And like, oh yeah, here, Bravely Default 2.
Look at all the
it's gonna show like a whole bunch of cuts and then it's like, that's it.
And probably more boring me more like, oh, these are all the outfits that we're gonna have to edit when it comes to North America. And the last game that I had in my mind was another Pokemon game. I feel like there's still gonna be another Pokemon game.
Pokemon Z.
Z. Yeah. Or like it's more like a remake. I don't think it's gonna be like a new series or a new generation.
The way they're going, I think it would be the ending of X and Y.
Yeah.
Because it's usually the new ones remake, and then the third one of the new ones that passed on, and then remake.
That and the animated one they're done. They barely got like 4 or 5 badges like out of the way. So that I think that is going to be like another year before they even get anywhere close to the league on that one. That's kind of how I'm judging it right now. Like they're going to have something for the year, and then next year it'll be like, okay, new set's going on. Maybe they might do it in January again. and then November is when it drops, or October when the release.
Yeah.
So that's how I'm going to think about it, but that's going to be enough time like for the anime to finally end. But that was what I'm most excited about for Nintendo. I know there's other stuff that they're having, but what about y'all?
Star Fox. Super excited about Star Fox.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I mean, you're a Star Fox fan, I am.
Yeah, I never really got into the series. Personally, what I want to see, and this is like a pipe dream, but I would love to see F-Zero, because F-Zero is like my favorite Nintendo.
It's not gonna happen. You have 200cc Mario Kart. You don't need F-Zero
I
anymore.
know, we still, it's not the same. Like, it's just, I don't know. I'd love to see a new F-Zero. But other than that, it's just Star Fox and another Pokemon. Those are the things that I'm really excited about. And all the JRPGs that
Yeah.
come out.
It would be nice to have a nice, good Star Fox movie
Yeah.
come out.
Yeah.
You know, something, not just like the remake of the 64 edition.
I thought it was great because the 64 was the best one they made.
Well, that's the sad part. I'm looking for them to go past and so.
Make something better.
Well, it seems like they finally had the time to do it. Another rumor too is Metroid. Maybe they'll finally make a good Metroid.
Well,
Maybe they might make it themselves.
Yeah.
It's like,
I don't think they'll do it, but I'd like to see them go back to the 2D Metroid. But I just don't think that would sell. You know what I mean? So.
If they could do it like how they do like the new Mario's and stuff like that. That has like kind of platform 3D based side scroller.
I think they.
That's how it originally was.
Yeah.
Just,
I think they need to bring it back to more of a action, not action, but like more platform, whether it's more 3D or more.
yeah, less first person shooter type
Yeah.
look.
Yeah, I mean, to me, in the case of all that, they need to have some reason to have these characters that stay around.
Yeah.
Like Fox and all of them, like now, like they're more relevant because Super Smash Brothers than they are their own games. And I feel like and I feel like if they're not gonna like make these characters relevant again, then Nintendo needs to focus on maybe some characters that they forgot. Like some of the characters that were in like their Super NES phase or their 64 phase that they deserved another game to come out for them to kind of so people know who they are when people who have always been a big Nintendo fan they kind of relived some of like their favorite things when they had their own consoles.
Yeah.
And I think Shyla was one of them that's coming up. Everybody wants her for Super Smash Brothers. Probably said the name wrong, but
Which was that one?
it was the girl, pirate girl with purple hair.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That was one big example.
Yeah.
It's just characters like that are like in the lost of time.
I wonder if they're gonna do the voting thing for Super Smash. Yeah, they have like their vote for your favorite character.
Well, no, you go in and you put in it. And you
So I
put
think for
water.
that, they already have the characters in mind that they're gonna make. I think they're just going to like, hey, everybody vote for this guy. So they put it in, so I just think I think they already know what they're doing.
Well, from what everybody was speculating on that is that we think that they're just gonna bring all the characters that they skipped out of, like Wolf and all of them.
Yeah.
They might bring them back like indefinitely, regardless of the poll.
Yeah.
It's because they already kind of got something going on for it.
Yeah.
They brought Lucas back around a problem. They brought Mickey back around a problem.
Yeah.
So that'd be kind of like, okay, we definitely want to bring these other characters back that we didn't really want to cut in the last game, but we had to for performance reasons. Now we don't have that excuse anymore, and we want to bring on more characters, and y'all actually want more characters besides those two. I mean, it'd be nice. I put Bayonetta for my vote. Like, I wasn't really, like, everybody brought up other people, King Kong and all that, but I wasn't really, my thing was like Bayonetta, while they have it, you might as well exploit the person.
That's true.
Like, it's more rubbing in the face of the other two.
Yeah.
How do they do Bayonetta though? They can't like have her take off all her hair.
They made both games work on Nintendo. I don't think they really care.
Yeah.
Especially if you actually seen like some of the other stuff about how they promoted it. I think you'd be all like, well, I think Nintendo grew up more when I wasn't looking. It was like,
We'll see because I think Smash Bros stays very PG.
Yeah.
Just because of that, it's one of my, like Bayonetta's kind of there for the hardcore people, and Smash Bros is just for everybody.
But I guess my way of like defending it is she probably has the most arsenal as far as someone who could.
She would fit in it really well.
That's as far as the fighter.
Just like Ryu would. It's like,
Ryu fits anywhere.
All right, well, let's kind of end Nintendo on that note because I think we could go on forever.
Yeah.
The next one, though, we want to talk about Square Enix. So that was the biggest surprise when I actually saw their name on the paper. And I know the first controversy was they were going to go the same time as Nintendo.
Yeah.
And I know we talked about it off camera being like, well, for me, like I felt like everybody's going to watch Square Enix because Nintendo doesn't want to do like public appearances anymore. They're just like the direct.
They're online.
Yeah.
See, I think everybody wants to know what Nintendo's going to do at the moment they release it. So I think that's why Square Enix moved.
I mean, and it makes sense too why they would move because, like, yeah, I can see that too. I just felt like, you know, since they wouldn't actually be there,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
the Nintendo Directs were gonna last 20 to 40 minutes,
Yeah.
and it would be like on YouTube like in a few minutes.
Yeah.
While like Square Enix might go on for a little bit longer, and it'd be like later that day when like everybody has it on their actual website and stuff. So I don't think, oh, maybe everybody will just watch Square Enix and then right after go watch the Nintendo Direct recording.
Exactly.
So that was my idea of it.
Yeah.
But I mean, getting away from that, Square Enix has a lot of nice titles that are gonna be coming out.
Coming out soon, you know, we got Final Fantasy 15 and Kingdom Hearts 3 is our big.
The bigger stats right now, especially after the demo. Have y'all played the demo?
15 years.
Yeah.
I haven't had a chance to play
Yeah,
it.
played that shit.
Yeah.
It's so fun. It's
Yeah.
really fun.
So it's pretty clear that you're messing up. But it's a good thing you got.
I wasn't gonna buy Type 0 just to play.
Well, good. I made the sacrifice, so we can bring you over, and you can spend a good few minutes. But the demo did make me feel a lot happier.
Happy
Yeah,
about
it
the way the game's gonna
Yeah.
come out.
And it is a new direction. It's not the same old
No,
style.
I mean
and stuff.
you gotta change it up. You know, at first, me being a hardcore Final Fantasy fan, like started playing from 2, which is actually 4. Yeah, it just got confused. Like at first when I saw it, I was just kind of like, oh, this is not really for me. But I'm willing to give it a chance. The more I see it, the more I kind of like it.
But definitely though, if Kingdom Hearts comes out, I'm dropping everything for it.
Yeah,
Like
I've never been a big Kingdom
Yeah,
Hearts.
me neither.
I've been a very big Kingdom Hearts fan.
Yeah,
I
you-
really have. Like I mean, I've owned every game up to this point, and I have played them all.
I played the first one, and like, I beat that one. And then after that, I just kind of went, this is not for me.
If you would have played the second, I think you would have stayed.
Yeah.
Only because I think the second is what really kept me staying.
Same.
Because the second one was amazing.
Yeah.
Like I really liked the first one. You know, I was able to finish it. I got through it. And it's kind of like that nice. This is a little bit too deep for Nintendo, but at the same time, it's a little bit too colorful for Square Enix.
Oh, you mean?
but like when I played 2 and like all the extra stuff that they added and how everything was integrated, I thought two was the reason for the season. For that case, I think like you played 2, then you gave everything else a shot. Like, whatever got me to keep playing Kingdom Hearts, whatever. Come on, bad 3DS games, sure, we'll play them.
All
Like,
day.
like
1.5 day. Or
keep supporting it. Maybe Kingdom Hearts 3 is gonna come.
Oh, yeah, isn't that like 1, 3? I don't know.
1 to 3 4s, pi, square rooted.
Yeah, I mean, they come up with some weird stuff. Weird title, but then when you play the game, like, okay, that makes sense, I guess.
I see why you put that there.
Yeah, that's all. Like that's a little bit too literal. Though.
For me, what I'm excited about it also is to see what they do with Star Ocean Quest. I've always enjoyed Star Ocean Quest, the gameplay. I think I started playing 2, which was on the original PlayStation. Which those games are pretty fun, and I'm excited to see. I'm kind of heard that it's a PlayStation exclusive. Just because I think that's the only place it's going to actually sell. I don't think it's going to sell on the Xbox, and I think that's why they're not making it for the Xbox.
It would make sense.
Like the next one would be the new Deus Ex game.
I played the first one, and I wasn't really a big fan of it. It was kind of like, all right, I know a lot of people like it, but I'm interested to see what they do with it. I wasn't big on. I'm not big on stealth games, and that's kind of like you either play stealth or you go one by like it kind of changes the story a bit, the way you go about it. I think so. I was just kind of
Yeah, but it was interesting, but not enough for
Yeah.
$60.
yeah, I was just like whatever. Like I got it later on the sale, and I was just kind of like, it works, but it just didn't make me feel excited about it. But I know it's one of the bigger titles now.
And then I guess the only other one that I think they might show some more stuff on would be the new Tomb Raider game.
Tomb Raider.
I really feel like Microsoft is gonna hold that though. They're like, no.
Well, I think you're gonna see the like, you know, because a lot of people are gonna be doing like dual stuff, or you know, you're gonna see stuff at like Ubisoft and you're gonna see stuff at PlayStation, like what the same
Yeah,
games.
those happen.
And so I think that's gonna be another one. You're gonna see some stuff at Microsoft, and then at Square Enix they'll show you another demo one. So it's just a way to get more exposure on it.
Yeah.
Oh, no, let's do this.
And then show the same preview trailer of it again.
Not the same. They'll show you different parts. I mean, I don't know if Tomb Raider does multiplayer, because I played the original. I really loved not the original, but the remake. Really loved it. I don't remember if it was multiplayer because I didn't play it for the multiplayer, and so I don't know.
Yeah, I was say if it had it.
I don't even remember if it does or not, but I'm excited about that one. I think that's actually the game at the moment that I'm most excited about from Square Enix is the Tomb Raider. That one, I think that one's gonna be nice.
I really did myself enjoy Tomb Raider. Like when they did the remake, it was a real well game. I felt like they probably should have sold more, but I do feel like they really did a really great idea or great way of actually implementing the game.
But I feel about with this conference though, I get a weird feeling that they're gonna announce something big that they haven't done in a while. Like it'd be cool to see maybe them try to go back to like maybe one of the old titles like Secret of Mana or Chrono Trigger.
That would be awesome.
Or, you know, like do like Saga Frontier, like an old title that's like boom, we're doing this and we're gonna redo it in a modern way.
I played the hell out of Secret Mana back in the day. That game was amazing. Yeah.
What was one game? It was a Mana game, but it was for the PS2 that I bought, and I regretted it. I was like,
Oh, I think it was like Legend of Mana. Like they had some other ones that came out.
Dawn of Mana, I think was what it's called, something like that.
They had like some that they released afterwards that weren't as good. The only other game that I feel like stood up was Secret of Evermore, which was on Super Nintendo.
I was about to say that when you introduced to me, and I was like, oh my god, why didn't I play this one ever?
That
was
and so
awesome.
I feel like they're gonna try to bring in a new IP or like an old IP that they have
Revamped.
and revamp it.
I really do feel like they should do the old IP at this point.
I think so too.
I feel like Square Enix needs to get better standing with gamers.
And then I'll be interested to see what if they do another Hitman. That's their thing.
Yeah, the movie coming out, so.
Yeah, the movie coming out and
I
then.
think people have been disappointed enough times. Yeah, and that's like,
Well, the last one kind of was all right, but it wasn't.
I heard it was all over the place,
Yeah.
especially how people felt about it. Like, I mean, I was there. I remember going to Comic-Con around that time before the game came out. And they had a booth about that too, and it was, everybody, exciting hype and all that. My friend, Werko, was really happy for it, and I think he was the first people, just throw a tantrum and stuff. Like, it's just kind of like it's
Not what they wanted.
Yeah, you lied. But I mean, yeah, for me, of all the people we've talked about at this point, I think Square Enix needs to have the biggest bang, especially if you want to see them next year.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's not up to us too much, but it's just kind of like, for them to actually even be on the roster as far as the conference.
If you hold the spot like
means a
that,
lot, yeah.
gotta have something good coming out. Hopefully.
See, I think in order to be a developer and do that every year, I think you have to have a yearly release like Ubisoft or just have a huge lineup like EA does.
Yeah.
And they do yearly stuff now. Battlefield's gonna come out.
Today's not doing me any favors,
Battlefront or whatever.
Battlefield.
Yeah, today's
Right,
not
yeah,
doing me any
Battlefield.
favors.
Battlefield.
The Star Wars one.
Well, yeah, but Battlefront's coming out this year.
Yeah.
And Battlefield will come out the following
Yeah.
year. Then you'll probably see like Hardline come out.
They're gonna have battles every year.
But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. But like I said, I think they have to have like a revamp IP in order for me to, or else everything else is. I heard this already. I knew all this was coming out. I know everything about Final Fantasy 15 and Kingdom Hearts.
Honestly, I kind of do wish like Square Enix was before Nintendo because of also like games like Bravely Default. That's like one of their games and they're giving it Nintendo. I felt like, they probably should have maybe went before to kind of say more on it. But like you said, like right now, like, you know, we heard it before, it's gonna suck to go right after somebody that, you know, made your game look good, and then you're pretty much gonna reamp it right after them.
Yeah.
It's more like the EA to Microsoft thing.
Yeah.
I'll see how it goes, but I think it'll be an alright conference.
I think it'll be good.
Alright.
I do.
Alright, so to keep going on that one, I think we took a lot of time on this too. But I mean, I think it's fair to say like the next one, the PC thing that was gonna happen, I think way later on that same day. I really don't know what to look forward to that. I saw some people's name, like I saw like Alien wasn't gonna be there, and I think some other stuff that.
I think it might be a bit more based on hardware.
I think so.
I think because that's really all that PC stands behind, because they're not, you know, everybody, PC doesn't really have developers that are just like PC developers. There's very few, and even some of the guys that used to be that are coming over to the console now because you know, to make more money. So I think it's gonna be more about, hey, this is what games are like on PC. They run at 1080, 60 frames per second. You don't have to worry about a thing like.
Plus
when you have to worry about everything. You know, you can spend a lot more money, but you're gonna get a lot. You know, you're gonna get better graphics. And I think that's what they're gonna try to push. I think you're gonna see a lot of games, and they're gonna be touting numbers.
Those kind of games, do you think there'll be little like small games? That
Not small games. I think you're gonna see like big games. That you know, I think you're gonna see like them talking about how this new graphic card can pull, you know, The Witcher off like perfectly. You know, because
Shadows.
yeah, graphics. I think they're gonna go into that.
Like,
Other than that, like I don't know any games that come out that are coming to PC that are not coming to consoles anymore.
The new Five Nights at Freddy's. It's gonna be a big exclusive of that.
I wouldn't be surprised if Five Nights at Freddy's ends up on consoles.
I wouldn't either. I'm kind of surprised it hasn't yet.
Yeah.
It's a pretty simple game. They did it for mobile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That game.
You know what I think, but it was more perfect for the phone because it's just like oh shit. But it was easier to turn than it was on the the mouse. Like oh shit, and then oh shit, it's not working, it's jammed. You know, stuff like that.
It's right there. But that's pretty much it for PC. I really don't expect much from them. I don't expect a new IP. I don't expect a big announcement from them.
So, you know, now we're finally at the end of our journey of E3 conferences. Just to kind of go over a recap, more like a hype value. Kind of what can you tell me what y'all think about be going from start Bethesda to the PC one? What's your hype value 1 to 10 for them? So, first one, Bethesda, what do y'all think?
For me, it's 10.
10?
I'm at a 10.
6 to 7 for me.
I don't know.
I do have to say 6 to 7 too, only
Yeah.
because what they're bringing some good stuff. It's just maybe not interest for me. I'll watch it since you know it's on a Sunday.
That's gonna be.
And it's like
that's gonna be the biggest
Yeah.
conference. It's gonna be the biggest.
Next, Microsoft.
10.
I would say 8.
Oh, I have to be the middle guy 9 because I have to give it a high because I do want to see what they're gonna bring.
I'm excited about the games that are coming out that are already announced. And there's something new coming from Rare, and there's a new IP.
Yeah.
I don't know from who.
I'm also interested in the people who made Limbo, the new game they're making. Is it Inside?
Play Dead? Yeah, I think it's Inside. I'm excited to see more about that.
And that would be in Microsoft's conference as well.
Yeah, that would be.
So,
Alright, next, EA.
yeah,
7.
6,
Yeah.
7.
I would have to give it an 8 because I feel like Mass Effect. Like I'm a huge Mass Effect fan, but I don't know how much they're gonna show there. And there's nothing else there to really get me more excited. You know what I mean?
That one I'm at a 5. Like I'll watch it just to see what's going on, but I am not really too much interested in what they're gonna bring to the table.
Maybe
Only
I'll see-
because, like I said, I wasn't really a big Mass Effect fan either way. Like I don't deny it was a good game. I just wasn't a big fan of it. It's like one of those games where it's one of those games that you can't say like it completely sucked because I know it didn't.
No, it's one of the best
But
games.
it's one of those like it wasn't my type of RPG. Especially because I'm more of an RPG, so their kind of RPG was kind of stale for me.
Stale. You just told you Mass Effect was stale.
It's like one of the best series. It's a great series. Go on.
Alright, next one, Ubisoft.
Honestly, I'm at like a 6. You know what I mean? Like it's
A 7, 8, because I'm kind of interested to see what they do with Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
like there's Assassin's Creed, and I'm not even sure if I want to replay it. There's Division, which I was like
Which we know is not coming out this year.
this year, but it's like an MMO, and I'm like I'm already invested so much time in Destiny. I just don't know if I can start a new one like that. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like I think that's gonna be Destiny, like the new.
You can, because by the time it comes out, you won't have too much expansions coming out for Destiny.
Yeah, but I think by the time that comes out, like Destiny, they're talking about the next Destiny game.
Well, that's why. You have some time to break off and play Division while Destiny games, new ones coming out.
Because I think it's gonna work like expansion, but like yeah, it's interesting how that's gonna go.
Alright, so mine will just be an 8 for that one. Like, yes, Assassin's Creed's really holding it together for me. I really do want to see the other ones, but I mean, they're also the same thing too. It's like, you know, I'm not really the Just Dance person or anything like that.
I see
it
you
just
just
really-
dance moving in the background all the time.
But really, like Assassin's Creed is literally the solid 8 for me, and that I mean that's
Just
not
that
saying-
alone.
Yeah, that doesn't say too much. I do want to play. I like what I saw of the Division. You know, Rainbow Six Siege. I do like what I saw. I probably won't play that one on too much. I might actually give the Division a shot.
I actually would give Rainbow Six Siege. That looks really fun to me then.
Good,
Visual.
you buy it. Okay, so the next one, Sony.
I'm at a 7 here because they don't. I like I said, what they got. The only thing they have right now is Uncharted, and they have to announce something. Oh,
Yeah,
Persona
see,
5. Yeah,
I would say Persona 5 is actually making me go to a 8 to 10, but they don't really have too much big coming out.
But
that I've
other
really
than
seen.
that, like I'm at a 7 because I don't know what they're gonna announce.
Mm-hmm.
They got a couple studios that have been quiet. God of War is probably something they're gonna announce soon.
For me, that one is that's probably going to be like my more solid 9. My reasons are because you know, Persona 5, what I saw with it, amazing. Uncharted, still looks amazing. God of War, stop making it. But I mean, it'd be nice to go back and play it again. That one game, I still don't know the title. I keep forgetting the one about like they're kind of like more like a haunted, like game or haunted like more like movie series where everybody can die at either or given time.
Oh, everybody's
we
no.
forgot about that one. And I know
There's
that was-
Everybody's Gone to the Rapture, and
Yeah.
then there's another one. I don't remember. I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, but like we forgot to talk about it last time, along with Persona 5. but I mean, I think they out of all of them, PlayStation kind of brings up a lot of like newer things, whether it's like a small indie game or
Yeah.
somebody trying something out for the
Yeah,
first
they
time.
do the indie stuff really,
Yeah.
really
I'm
well.
interested for the indie stuff because indie games are fun and
Yeah.
you have cool little things to pop up.
And I think it's pretty much fair to say that, you know, out of all the companies, like PlayStation has been kind of trying hard to kind of put the indies out there.
Yeah.
Even especially making time in their own conference a lot.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm kind of more like, that's more my solid 9 because, like, I feel like there's already going to be stuff that I'm going to buy indefinitely.
Yeah.
And there's going to be some stuff that I might not know that I like, but it's one of those things
It-
that I'm going to try out.
PlayStation's conference has got more questions than anybody else.
Yeah, they do. But yeah, they do.
That's where you're gonna see a lot of like new stuff,
Okay.
unannounced stuff.
Right. Next one. So, Nintendo.
I like a 6, to be honest.
8. Star Fox 8. I love Star Fox.
I don't really love Star Fox, but like there's Star Fox and then there's Legend of Zelda and then there are Amiibos and I'm not a big Amiibo guy. I'm just not a big Nintendo guy, to be
Yeah.
honest with you. And it's just like I don't know if they're gonna announce anything much. Like they come out with, 4 or 5 games a year. You know what I mean? Like, and I just don't know. Like it seems like Wii U's already at the end.
Next, the other next.
Well, they're the first
Next.
people to say it. But for me, they're an 8. My reasons are because there was more games with them I was able to remember off the top of my head than like the other ones. But there was, they put out 5 games, but normally 4 out of the 5 would be really
They're great,
strong.
but I just don't know what else they're gonna do now. You know what I mean? Like at this point, it's like.
I'm also excited for the handhelds because they put on really
Well, no, they
games
have
for the
out. Yeah,
handhelds.
the handhelds. is where they're strong, but the console one, kind of like whatever.
I'm more excited for them to say, you know what, I'm sorry, we did mess up, we'll make a toy package just for Amiibo. And maybe we'll just put it in the United States so we don't have to port it. It's like, just make it easier, make all the Amiibos. Come on, people, please. But, next one, Square Enix.
I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna go low on this one for because their big guns have already been announced, and Kingdom Hearts doesn't really excite me. And everything else, Deus Ex, like I'm not big on it. Tomb Raider already knows it's gonna come out. You know what I mean? It's like there's nothing really new
Hey, what's going on?
for me.
I'm gonna do a 6. I'm really interested to see what they put out, especially since I've always kind of been into JRPGs, but I've gotten more into them recently than I did in the past. In the past I really liked them, but I didn't know which one to play when I was younger. You know what I mean? So now that I know more and everything, I'm excited to see what they can possibly come up with.
Me, I'm very torn. Because honestly, I really do want to give it a 10. Because I'm actually very excited to see what else they're going to bring for those games. Because I was really excited when they showed me, like, oh, you could change the different outfits in Kingdom Hearts 2 and have different abilities. I feel like, yeah, I know it's coming out. I don't know what's coming with it.
Yeah, but when we're talking about the hype level,
Yeah, but
I'm just like I don't know what else they're gonna do.
for me, it is a 7. That's my actual score, only because, yes, I am very excited about them, but they're also the people who I'm all like, dude, they really need a conference.
Yeah,
So, like, as much as I really love those games, like, at the same time, like, I'm more excited for day one, Monday, if everything's gonna happen that day, than I am,
Then
you
take it
know,
up.
with them. Especially gonna be the tail end.
so it's all about Sunday.
And of course,
Yeah, I don't know.
PC.
For me, that's like a 1.
0. Well, I like PC,
I'm
but
not a PC gamer, and I just don't know what they could show.
and I just really, for me personally, PC is like the small little games that you can buy for $5 or $10, sometimes 20.
Yeah.
And those end up being the big hitters that are just really fun to play, but
Yeah.
I'm not a triple A.
Oh, that,
PC
you know,
player.
it brings to mind, I heard they're supposed to be, Telltale's game was going to make a Minecraft story mode.
Yeah, they're amazing.
Yeah.
That was one of the big things, I completely forgot about that. But, yeah, I'll have to say mine's is pretty low. I'm not sure if I should rate it or not. But mine is pretty low because, like I said, you know, my current PC can play a lot of the games, at least at the lowest setting, but at the same time, it's like I have other stuff to be doing on my PC. Alright, everybody. Well, that's our talk for the last discussion for E3. We finally got all that on our chest. That's just a conference that we were just talking about. We might talk about more stuff. There are a lot of people going to be behind the scenes. Capcom has some stuff, and a lot of other game developers are going to have some stuff definitely on the show floor. But we might save that for another video if we feel get enough requests for it.
Yeah.
But like always, thank you for watching us today. Please like, subscribe to the channel, and please share this video if you really did like the discussion that we have. Again, we're gonna have more discussions. This one will be posted. It's gonna be posted on Monday. We're gonna start just doing Monday discussions like this.
Yeah.
So it is next Monday. Just so you know, watch over the next video we're gonna have. And like always, thank you for watching.